This has its own magic.
Welcome, everybody. It's the Clear Vision Podcast. You got my boy, Trevo.
Yeah. What's up, man?
My dog, Eli.
What up?
And I want everybody to see our guest in the building today.
Oh, not a guest. Yo, chill.
No, it's Brian.
I don't like that.
I'm sorry, bro. No, Brian James with day one. He's a solid individual, man. It's great to have you back on the pod, man. He's just a busy man.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people ask me the question, if somebody you did a podcast with somebody else. They need to make sure they go tune into that.
Yeah.
But if somebody was to, become superstar, and do y'all think it would be BJ?
Oh, out of all, obviously,
superstar.
He's
saying I'll be the first one to leave?
Like I wouldn't say you would leave. I feel like you would stay with us.
He's already like,
but he would have.
He already doesn't answer like the group chat, So it's,
he steps in. He steps in after everything.
He keeps one foot in. You know what?
Okay, enough is enough.
That's a lot. That's a bit much.
So the issue was I accidentally had it on mute and then I realized it.
The whole chat?
Pinned?
The whole
Are
chat.
we pinned on your iMessage?
No, well, I didn't know it was muted, so I realized yesterday. That's why I'm like, what? So yeah.
Okay, whatever.
No, but everybody, don't take us too serious. BJ would stay with us, but I do feel like BJ would be like, he would be like the.
I mean, he's already the Oklahoma City DJ. You know what
I'm saying?
So he's already like famous.
You know what I'm saying?
He's already starting to preach.
I'm
not coming with that. He's already a drum musician. He's been from church. He's known.
He's known around the city. That's all it is. Trevin too. Trevin just Trevin just did another podcast as well. Go ahead and shoot that out, bro.
That's why you do.
Yeah, man, I hopped on the Be Easy show, man, on Monday last week, and had a great time. Isaiah Willis, Zyler. I want to cook up on that, man. That was fun, bro. It was it's funny because they're younger than us, right? Like they're like 2 years.
Let's get that in a homie therapy.
Yeah. I'll catch up on that.
Yeah. Trevor, where can I get find us at?
Yeah, man. Here at YouTube, be sure to subscribe, leave a comment. All podcast stores that you listen to your podcast, we are there. Make sure you stop and leave a 5-star rating and put somebody on, man. I really feel like we have the platform to help somebody. So
absolutely
send it out.
Yeah,
hell yeah. Eli, how they get in contact with us, brother?
clearvisionpod@gmail.com. Hit us up, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you want to leave your comment, wherever you want to leave your listener letter.
You know what?
Hit us up. John's checking the listener letters right now.
You know what? I do want to shout out the people who do leave comments.
Go ahead, man.
Real
Go
quick
ahead, do your thing.
Because we get my sister, 35-minute mark is gold. That's a word. That was on season 3, episode 1, resilience.
Praise God.
I think it was something you said. First 5 minutes, I'm distracted by BJ's $100 cut. Who's that? That's my sister. Timothy Whitfield. He said, "Hope y'all go far, fellas." This was last year, but I want to give a shout out to her too. Yeah. This is Elijah's bonus mom. Eli, you are the protector of your home, and you fight your family's battles on and off the field. So Ja's role as your helpmate is to show you affection and love. So yes, being the little spoon is okay.
I remember that episode.
It does not take away from your manhood. It refuels you as the protector to go back on the battlefield.
I think we dropped the ball.
I told her
today should have been a year recap.
That would have been dope.
We might have dropped the ball.
That'd have been dope.
But never mind. Oh,
yeah.
No little spoon though. Disagree.
Sir Jaws is a 20, sir. But yeah, this is one thing Levon said on season 2, episode 16, Memories of the Past, I want to say was the name of the episode. He would tell his 9th grade self to stop living and make other people proud and happy. Start living for yourself and doing the things that are best for you first. Then help others only if it won't hurt you. I was far too self-sacrificing as a youth. So that's just a few, man. Y'all be showing love, man. Y'all do be showing love on YouTube. So yes, that's a listener letter. A little bit,
for sure. But hit us up. No, you're good. Hit us up, man. Especially if you want to be on the show. I know a lot of people have things to say. A lot of people come up and be like, "Yeah, why don't you guys stop? Why don't you come with us, man?" A lot of people are. I mean, they're regular people just like us trying to figure this thing out. So clearvisionpod@gmail.com.
That's all. DJ, bro, I haven't been doing as good as you are, bro, as far as the support. How can they support?
Oh, you don't know how to take offering? Praise the Lord. So this is going to be a podcast version of us putting around
passing the
plate. If you are a Pentecostal apostolic like myself, y'all, we should have an episode about religion.
Pentecostal, non-denominational.
You're non-denominational?
Yeah. What is non-denominational?
Everyone is. Nevertheless, $sign Clear Vision Pod, man. If you believe in us, if you believe in the dream, if you believe in this movement, man, bless us.
There we go. There we go. And don't forget to follow us on our Instagram at Clear Vision Pod. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook. Subscribe. I don't know what they do on Facebook. Add as a friend.
Like.
Don't forget to like us.
Share.
Don't forget to like and share us on Facebook.
Wow. Some of us act like we never had a Facebook before.
You're a Facebook rep. You are the Facebook rep.
You're the face of Facebook.
All right.
Trev, you can if you want to back in our homie therapy segment, if you want to go ahead and continue.
Man. I'll take it.
What you were cooking on?
Had a good, beautiful last 7 days, last 2 weeks. Yesterday we went to the Midwest City game. Did they end up winning?
They won.
Yeah, they won.
It went down to the wire.
Dang, I had to go. I had to leave at home. You know how that goes. That was a good game, bro. I'm proud of Tori. I want to give a quick shout out to Tori, man. I was actually watching. I was watching him and how he was moving his lineups, and he was benching guys after certain plays and calling timeouts at the right time. He had good energy. Their effort is high, bro. Midwest City basketball is effort on defense. The way they swing the ball around, I was impressed. Shout out to Tori, you're doing great.
Shout out to Tori.
Hopefully they go far. I'm gonna start going to more games.
We should
pull up, bro. All of us,
all of us, for sure.
Support. But that was great. Like John mentioned, I was on a podcast called the Be Easy Show, hosted by Isaiah Willis and Zyler, Midwest City alumni. Hometown Kings, and so they had me on, bro. It was real warm. Their content that they push is similar to us, bro. They're just trying to help. I think they target the 16 through to early 20s, age group, and they were just asking, how are you balancing fatherhood, marriage, and career? What are some strategies that you implement? So I got to cook up, bro. I got talked about accountability partners and goal setting and my faith, and bro, it was cool, man. I just wanted to shout out to the Be Easy Show. Hopefully we can get along.
Watch that episode.
Yeah, it was good, bro. I had a good time. And I did, sadly, I attended my cousin Sherry Owens' funeral on Thursday, and so that was tough. But I wanted to quickly explain how that experience was for me. She was a leader in the Tulsa community at her church, and she served at different ministries across Tulsa, and she made an impact, bro. That church service, that funeral was packed, and so many people got up there and explained how she touched them, and so I just encourage everyone, make sure you're making an impact somehow, some way, because death is a natural order.
Yeah.
And so you want to make sure before you leave this place, that what you've done for people, carries on. And that's what basically everybody was saying. I'm going to take Sherry's love. I'm going to take her straightforwardness. I'm going to take this and I'm going to apply it in my life because she helped me in this way, So power, bro. Power. I was one of the more powerful funerals I've went to, man. There was no script, it wasn't the same old. It was nah, this woman was cold.
I think that's what life is about, is the journey of making an impact in people's life, and that line of when they say, okay, this is the 2 minutes for people to talk. That's really,
I'm telling you.
From the day you was born to the day we die, it's literally creating that list of the people who's going to go up there and say the impact that you made on them for the two. Because I've been in funerals where nobody say nothing.
Yeah.
And that's all I need to know.
Yeah.
It's I've also been to somewhere they had to cut it off. So it's
it was heavy, man. What we doing here, bro, impact. This is good.
And what's cool about that, I always think about, like you said, when you help somebody else, right? Think about that person you help that goes and helps 5 more people.
That's life,
and you're the starter of that domino effect, and then it's like a root system. It's it branches off, and knowing you're not knowing, but you being the catalyst for that,
right? The lighter,
special,
the lighter, exactly.
Yeah, that's special.
But yeah, man.
That's great.
That was great, man. Thanks for sharing.
I'll take the reins, brother. My last 2 weeks, they're great, man. Poor planning. I'm in a Christmas spirit like a month. I'm in a Christmas spirit. I'm in a Christmas spirit, man. We said his worldly bag, man.
He just glitched.
We set up the tree, man. It was great, man. My son, he was helping me put ornaments on. We've been listening to Christmas music. Yeah. Bro, Ty Dolla $ign got this Christmas song that's so good.
Is he cursing?
No.
Talking about dropping them cheeks.
Oh my! It's
not at all.
Ty Dolla $ign.
Not at all. But there's this album, bro. It's by Love Renaissance. You know, that's a West Side Boogie, right. Black, Summer Walker. They did a Christmas album in 2020. That mug is hard. Division.
Division's hard.
Yeah, it was a good. Bro, it's been on repeat. Man. I'm in the Christmas spirit, bro. I want to tell you guys, we're looking to do some community work. Me and Carrie. We're not getting gifts this year. We're not getting gifts for ourselves. We want to give gifts to others this year. So I'll keep you guys updated on. It's probably gonna be next Saturday. But yeah, man, I just feel good, bro. I've been feeling good. Work has been challenging a little bit, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all remember that video in high school? They had us in the first half. I'm not gonna lie. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It was like 3 days ago, bro. Wednesday. Yeah, bro. From the day I got to work and then all the way until like lunchtime, it was like everything was crumbling, bro. I was like, oh man. And then took a breath, went home, seen the family, ate some lunch, got back. And so many things just started clicking and working out more than I could have imagined. So, man, we also attract what we put out. Can this day get any worse? I called you when I had one of those days, and that whole day got worse. Don't challenge God because you'll lose.
Show himself.
Yeah, I was like, dog.
Are you done?
So, but no, man, I had a great 2 weeks. I can't complain about it.
Praise God, man. I'll take it over since you're looking at me. No, man. Been working hard, trying to get some extra dough for this baby. Christmas, baby's coming. Speaking of baby, man, God has been blessing us. Everything's been smooth. Yesterday, we did get some interesting news. Midwife came over, Josh started feeling some contractions. And what was weird about the contractions is they were really close, but they wasn't strong. Like they were very dull contractions. So that was interesting. We never experienced that before. So we called over the midwife and she came and checked on the baby, seen the babies. We thought they were a little bit stronger than Braxton Hicks. So that's why she brought him over. And she was like, well, I think the baby might be bridged. Now, bridged, when it comes to baby time, bridged is not the ideal, meaning like the baby's trying to come butt down or feet down or something different other than head down. So what she thought was the baby's butt was basically coming first and then head was over here to the side, feet was on the side. So when you're doing a natural birth, usually that's not what you want, That's either we can do this, but that brings higher risk to the baby, to the mother, or we can do C-section. Now, C-section is a no-go for my wife because, she has fears of, being put to sleep and not waking up again. There's been countless stories about that. So we got the news that the baby might be bridged, and she was like, well, let's set up an ultrasound. And literally yesterday, man, it was an interesting...
Y'all didn't want to see the gender yet, right?
No, we still don't know the gender, but they could do the ultrasound without showing us. But it was an interesting time because within those 10 to 15 minutes that we got the news and we're headed to the ultrasound, I could feel the discouragement in my wife. Yeah. And it's like here I go again, like it's my job, it's my duty to like remind her, like this entire time, this has been our hardest pregnancy as far as like all these things and red flags popping up. Yeah. And I'm like, God has had us this entire time. Yeah. So don't crying is fine. Get your emotions out, but everything's going to be okay. Don't lose faith. Yeah. And so from the time that we left our house, 18-minute drive to Norman to go ahead and look at the ultrasound. The baby was head down and crowning. So not only the baby was good, the baby was perfect. Perfect position.
Right. Just hitting backflips.
Right. He's just moving around.
Hitting backflips.
And it's just a reminder of like, you know, sometimes this world, or not even necessarily the devil, but sometimes God just wants to make you reassure you, man, that he's here and he's got us. Yeah. And I had there was no doubt in my mind that everything was going to be okay. Yeah. Jaws was going to be able to do what she wanted. And I was like, either way, whether we have to do the C-section, whatever it is, we're going to be okay. Right. You know, so just reassure yourself. I love that, bro. And keep your faith. So that's that. Yeah, that's it.
I love hearing stories like that, bro. Yeah. That's God working, man. And faith.
For sure. Yeah. Absolutely, man.
You got your girls
BJ?
Here.
Oh, man, probably.
That must have been real happy.
Your girls here?
No. It's probably something else. I don't know. Did I get it?
Yeah, you got it, brother. Okay. Looking out for you, man.
No. Trev's wild.
I just want to make, you know what I'm saying?
Said it was something.
Trevin's wild.
Whoa, after such a beautiful story.
Right. Go ahead, BJ.
Wow.
It ended better.
Hey.
Well,
it would be nice. It'd be nice.
What an honor and a privilege it is to be a guest on this.
Shut
up. Enough was enough.
So here's the thing. I love your vision. And yours, really all of ours. The fact that this podcast is called Clear Vision is like, I don't even think we realize how powerful even
the name
is. Yes. Right? This year has been a year of just different visions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I seen I kind of watched this little mini documentary thing about the Kobe Bryant thing and him dying in the airplane and everything.
Yeah.
And the Lord revealed something to me because he even here on this podcast, we talk about our vision and us having clear vision and like our vision.
Right. Take it to
Kobe Bryant passed away not because his vision. Kobe Bryant passed away because someone else's vision was disrupted. Mm-hmm. So I think we kind of get too focused on our vision and kind of what we seeing, but not realizing that the one next to you, if Trevin's vision is off, that could affect my house.
That's right. That's right.
So I would say to the visionaries, oh man, I'm here.
That's heavy.
I'm in my bag. I'm in here. I want to say, man, just the people around you, just make sure they vision, because that can affect your house.
Absolutely.
Directly. Yeah, your whole, like, that man is gone because another man's vision was disrupted.
That's deep.
100% truth.
Clear vision.
Wow.
R.I.P.
BJ's ready to pod.
R.I.P.
That's it.
I shouldn't have took a break.
You don't end on that?
That's real.
Oh no, I was just.
Oh, I know.
Because you just sat back. I was like, damn.
No, I actually was, but I guess I'm doing all right.
You know, two passengers on that plane one name was John and one was Carrie.
Really?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
John Altabari or something.
Yeah, and it was a Carrie. It was spelled different, but
that's crazy, man. But yeah, everything's good with me. Work is good.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't really have nothing.
How's the Eagles?
That was low.
But you know what's crazy though?
We played a Cowboy. By the time this drops,
like, we're not in a bad spot.
Oh no, y'all in a fantastic.
That's
spot.
what I'm saying.
You're in a fantastic spot.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, we have an easy schedule.
Yeah, we have the easiest one.
Yeah, I'm not.
Seattle might be a game.
Like, you know how many people send me that little video of Jalen Hurts falling on the ground?
Now that was crazy. Yeah, no, I was just asking about like the team. Like the team said that's why we're losing is because Jalen Hurts is fumbling.
Because you know what's crazy? He probably always does that drill.
Probably.
So it's like,
but like for them to say AJ Brown told him you need to.
Yeah, that's fake.
We're losing because you keep fumbling the ball.
Yeah, that's fake.
I seen somebody come and said them giving up 113 points in 3 games can be a cause for it.
I think so. Generally.
Yeah. So, but I'm not here to judge nobody's team, man. I ain't gonna lie. We have you guys, Eli, by the time this episode drops, the Dolphins would have played the Cowboys on Christmas Eve.
It should be a good one.
I really need an L right there.
For who?
Cowboys.
We
need them to lose to Seattle.
I need the L.
Yeah,
I need a good old L.
We need them to lose to Seattle bad.
Don't y'all have lost to Seattle quite a bit, huh? No, who is that? Who is that I seen something like
nobody losing to Seattle quite a bit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
In a while.
I need y'all to lose to the Ravens.
Y'all
I need y'all to
7-0.
lose to Seattle. Praise God.
It's not gonna happen.
I think y'all might lose to the Ravens. Nah, the Ravens aren't.
They're not built that way.
They're good in the AFC. They're the best AFC team. But
I seen what they did with the Rams. I'm like,
yeah, the Ravens is they got some. Anyway, let's get on.
Let's get into it, guys. So the topic today, man. It's been on my heart. Low key, bro. I don't want to be dramatic and say I had a dream about this.
Go ahead, man. It's the truth. It's the truth. Be dramatic.
I don't. Well, just a little
be
bit.
Straightforward, bro.
Be straightforward, man. I was sleeping one time.
This nigga works hard. This nigga works hard, bro. He said I was sleeping one time.
Can I interrupt you real quick, bro? Real fast.
Yeah.
I just want to pivot real fast back to my cousin Sherry. I want to say passed away.
Oh, Travis.
I do.
No. I'm just saying I'm laughing. It's such a bad time. Right now.
It's not. It's perfect, bro.
Okay, go ahead.
So listen, bro.
Go ahead.
Sherry. Not a lot of people liked Sherry. They respected her, but not a lot of people liked her because she was straight forward.
Yeah.
She was a straight shooter. If something was stupid that you said, she said, that's stupid. That don't make no sense. Yeah. Like, she was like, what I'm saying is, when she said something, you were never like you
wonder what she's
her.
thinking. Yeah.
It was never that way. She never talked about people she talked to them. She would call you and talk about you.
I respect that. I respect that.
Bro, we need more of that. We need more
people like that.
That is so masculine to me. Like, men, bro, we need to stop sugarcoating stuff sometimes, man. Let people know what it is and what it ain't. I'm working on myself.
There you go.
And people were saying that when they were talking about her. She was like, they were like, man,
she's straightforward.
She just would tell me what's on her mind.
But that's a conversation. We could talk about this right now.
You're good.
We could talk about this. Well,
that's how you get to the root of the problem.
Well, I mean, the topic is, let me say, are we training our sons to be men? Right? That's going to be like the overall topic. Mm-hmm. Now, the question we'll ask first is, are we stopping them from being kids too soon? And, how do we work about that? Now, talking about just following up with what you're talking about, right? Yeah. Basically giving it to our sons straight. We could do that with our sons. Mm. But they're also, I don't know, Eli, how do you feel about being so direct all the time? Does that make yourself almost non-approachable? So say your son does want to ask you something that he's been in his room pacing, like, man, should I ask Pops, man? Is this girl, or lose my virginity to this girl I just met or something like, well, so now you might have an STD. You don't even know the girl.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
crazy.
you can't just be like real and.
Assuming.
He ain't wrong.
I think, man, when it comes to stuff like that, especially kids, Kai's at such a, he just has all the questions,
Yeah.
I answer whatever he asks. Nothing more.
Every single time.
Nothing less. Mm-hmm. Nothing more. He asked about what happens when people die. Why do people die? We've had that conversation already. He's asked about, what's the difference between, he was like, why does mama not have a wee-wee? All that stuff. I answer exactly what he's asking. Nothing more. Nothing less.
Yeah.
And I think it's important when you're dealing with a 3 and 4 year old, it's important to be direct.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, when you're dealing with somebody who's going through like puberty and all this other feelings and all the, your woman sometimes, then you got to navigate a little bit. But when you're dealing with such a young mind that's just open and just really wanting to know, I think it's important to be direct because then you can confuse them on something that's so simple, So
that's heavy.
Yeah, that's.
See, there's this thing, bro. I take this out where BJ,
I do want to hear about your dream, by the way.
Yeah, I interrupted you. I'm so sorry, but I just had to get that off my chest.
It was more so like just the topic, right? It was more so like, I was being real dramatic, like you said, bro. I wasn't like, it's probably just some thoughts. I was daydreaming. I didn't really have a dream.
You wouldn't even sleep. Dang, hey, man. Shout out to John, man. The hardest worker out here, man. You wouldn't even sleep.
No.
He said I was sleeping.
But no, bro. You didn't have to bring that back up because I was.
My bad.
I was capping.
Okay.
Capping for the vibe.
Capping for the vibe.
I ain't said that in a minute.
But you're in HR, bro. So you probably know about, those personality assessments.
You a snitch? You in HR?
Very much so.
Very much so.
Very much so.
He said I get paid good money to do it. All right, go ahead and ask your question. I'm sorry.
So there's a DISC profile. So you got dominant. So it's DISC, right? DISC. The D is dominant. The I is like my personality. I'm on a pie chart, right? I am in the corner of an I, straight in the middle. So And then there's S, which is like supportive. And then there's C, which is like very analytical. Yeah, analytical and overthinking basically about it all.
Right.
So the I is very intrusive is what they're called, and impulsive and stuff like that. So I'm an I. But you could be a DI, or you could be a SC, or you can be a IS, you know what I'm saying? But you can't be a IC. You can't do that. Right. So, but anyway, I don't know if you've heard of that, but you're in HR, bro. It might be good, you know, to hand off to the employees. It's a good assessment. It's pretty accurate. But like you were saying, your aunt, she's probably a D, right? Dominant.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. But there's, again, people like me who's an I. So I'm like I keep people enthusiastic. You're probably an I. That's why you're good at HR. You know what I'm saying? You're good at your job. You're probably a C or a DC. You know what I'm saying? Because you're analytical, but you're also dominant at the same time.
Right.
And so like you may like overthink it.
Right.
And then, you know, you probably a CS or a IS, you know what I'm saying? Just because we read up on these, I freaking went to a boot camp with my company.
I see you in it.
Yeah, bro. It was
spelling test.
It was a real but it was real like detailed, and you have to navigate different people different ways. For example, a D can't come at a S. They're on opposite sides of the spectrum. A D can't come at a S.
Different zones.
Like straight up like that. You're going to hurt their feelings because all they want to do is help.
It's going to be an argument.
All they want to do is help.
Right.
And so then they already in the shell. You're just going to put them back in the shell even more. A I and a C, they're opposite sides right there. I got to be careful when I go talk to my homeboy Chris Baldwin that's next door, because he be locked in. And, you know, and sometimes when he overthinking shit, I'll be like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? He be like, I kind of take him off his groove, you know what I'm saying? So,
that's real.
But I say that to say, bro, like, it's like a balance, right? I don't think everybody can be direct.
Super straightforward, direct.
Yeah. Because we did a test at the boot camp. It was all the D's got together. All the I's, S's, and the C's got together, right? And they tried to do something, and it really didn't work out that good. The C's overthought it, and so they didn't get much done. The I's, we was playing too much because it was just, you know, good time. And then like the D's, nobody talked to each other because who's the bigger man, basically.
Nobody was listening, probably.
But then when they all got together,
it worked out.
It works out. So I just say that to say, like, in response to that is like, everybody can't be that.
True. And I'm not that way, bro. I was just bringing it up because it's something for me now that I keep in mind. Because I do, when I communicate with someone, I like to know who that person is, where they're at, hopefully what they're going through, so I know how to filter it. But sometimes you can overthink it to where you start to lie a little bit, and then your message is not even given. And so I'm just saying, when I was hearing about my cousin, and I was like, man, I need to apply some of that more often in my life. So I was encouraging people to
do it. It also did say everybody is a part of all of it.
Right.
It's just your dominant traits is what you are.
Yep.
So anyway, BJ, bro, I want to ask you, man. 7 is 2 going 3 next month, right? Bro, he seems so much older, bro. In that picture, when I commented, he looked just like, bro, he looked like about 7.
Bro, you know something funny? It was so toxic, bro. Somebody commented and said, oh my gosh, she hates you so much.
He hates you so much?
She hates you.
Oh, because he looks like
she has to look at you every day.
I think your features, either
it's sick, bro.
Either way, it's crazy. If you have a baby with anybody, they'll probably.
He should have been named BJ.
Honestly, I should have made him a third. Yeah, John. Yeah. What about that?
But so bro, when it comes to how long are you, since I know your situation is a little different, right? You're not gonna have, he's not with you full time. Right, for right now. There we go. How do you navigate with your time with him that you spend allowing him to be a kid? When do you think that change needs to happen? All right, you're not a kid anymore. What's that Bible verse? I know you know it. When I was a kid.
When I was a kid, I forgot.
But now that I'm a man, I put childish ways.
I put my childish ways behind me.
Yeah. When do you think? When does that start?
I don't think we should do it by a specific age. We should do it just based on the development of our child. Okay. So if you know your kid is developing way quicker than normal, you're probably gonna have some. Like me, I was late because all I really cared about was football. You can remember that time we in Little League, so we're not even I'm not paying attention to what girls is doing. I'm just trying to go football practice, play the game.
Get to NFL.
Legit. Like, that was my thing. So, mine was a little later. So, legit, I ain't gonna lie. I never really got the birds and the bees talk until, like, 18. Like, no joke. We never talked about nothing really serious, no ST, like, none of that. I, like, legit, it was 18 years old. I'm grown, able to vote. So I think it just depends on the development. But for me personally, it just depends on how
do you think,
I agree with that.
Do you think, well, anybody can answer this. So is that training, I know, Trev, we spoke a little bit yesterday, but is that training, are you training your son to be a man his whole life?
I'm training my man to be a man of God first.
So explain that, BJ.
So, because, like, what is a man? What are we training?
I think religion does play in the part of that, you know.
We gotta be careful with that now.
Yeah, you do have to be. I mean, I think so, but I think right now, I'm not sure if a man. Right now, I'm training or teaching or parenting my boys to be just good people. Yeah. So responsibilities right now. My kids, they have responsibilities at age 3 and 2. Before they go to bed, all their toys have to be put in the correct toy box. They got 2 toy boxes. They got a big one for all the big toys and a little one for all the little toys. Everything has to be correct. And then sometimes we make them make up their bed on the weekends or whatever. But they have responsibilities like that. Yeah. Also, they have a stool that belongs, their step stool for the bathroom, so they can reach and pee, of course. And so if that's outside of the bathroom, they get in trouble. So they know if that stool, because they're either using that stool to get some snacks or something they ain't supposed to be doing. Yeah. So there's a couple of things. I just really right now, I'm just teaching them to be responsible. But I do run into this problem of, like, trying to teach them to be a man or a grown up too early. So, like, for instance, like, okay, I've learned a lot from you two. You know, I know we talking about your kid crying and how to deal with your kid crying and stuff like that. So I used to be like, you know, okay, you know, I don't whoop him for crying, of course, but Khalil, for instance, he asked me for a cookie. And then I'll be like, no cookie right now. You just have some snacks. You're good. No more cookies. And so he would cry, and I used to be like, hey, man, there's bigger things in this world you could be crying about. Like, a cookie is not that important. You know what I mean? I was like, don't be crying over no cookie. There's something, this, and that, this, and that. Yeah. But then I have to put myself back into a kid's mind.
That cookie is everything.
That cookie is everything. To them, that cookie. So I sometimes do have to meet my kids halfway and be like, I can't treat this little 2-year-old like a man right now. So now it's more of, got rent to pay. Now it's more, now it's more of, okay, listen, Khalil, if I give you too many cookies, your stomach's going to hurt. Now it's more of an explaining thing. I understand why you're sad. You have the right to be sad because that cookie is, to him, that cookie's a band. It's $1,000. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, like, you know, so I've felt myself transitioning into letting them be kids for a little bit longer. Like, not just celebrating that they are a kid and understanding that, let them know that it's not a problem that you're crying over a cookie right now. It makes the most sense that you're crying over a cookie right now. So I've been learning. It's a learning curve though. You don't, I mean, it's everything, just like you asked about when do you start fixing stuff and when do you start training? I think it's just situational improvement. Like, you know, it's the time will come. So
that ring loud, big dog.
Sorry, my bad. My ring. Sorry, love you, babe. It's loud. But it's interesting though.
Yeah. Trevor, I know we talked about it. That ain't cute.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just doing my best, bro. I think to both of y'all's points, I want my kids to know who God is, how to pray, responsibility, structure, and a man, like raising them to be a man right now. I mean, they're just not men, right? They're boys, right. And what I do embrace is you're a boy, and there are some things where, like we were talking yesterday, if Jay's like, oh, that's so cute, I'd be like, hey, son, that's cool. But what I'm saying is, like, that's just how that's how I feel about it.
I don't disagree with that.
I'm a man. I was a boy. I didn't run around saying things were cute when I was a boy.
Nah.
And so I would, my dad has actually had to correct me on some things too. Yeah. And I appreciated the correction. Yeah. It gave me an identity. So that's what I am starting with Jaden. Like, he came home, said at school they have this little, how they have the prototype houses and stuff where you got people and then you can put them in baths and do stuff with them. He said, You know, he came back one day from pre-K and was like, yeah, I was playing with Emilio. We were playing with the dollhouse. And I was like, oh, it's just a house. Just a little, it's just a house. It's just a toy house. He's like, so now he's like, yeah, we were playing on the toy house today. Yeah. It's all right.
I thought you were about to say you made him stop playing.
I did too. I thought but I'm saying, like, those are subtle things. Listen, when you, and if this is, I'm so thankful I have Dion. I have a woman in the house that can, you know, kind of come behind me and give her nourishing approach to raising boys. Yeah. You know, she's had to tell me, Trev, it's okay if he says cute. Same, you know, and I'm like, no, that's how you feel. That's how you feel. Okay. But I'm just doing my best to raise boys in a world where they're really trying to
take that away.
You took it there. We had to cancel.
No. Take it there. We need to talk about it. We need to talk about it.
Let me tell you, bro.
Bring it in.
Right on my episode back.
Like, if my dad, if my father was parenting in today's age, bro, they would be looking at him like a toxic man that needs therapy. He probably does, but they would be shaming him and his parenting techniques. But really, he raised some good men. Bro, when you become a man, it is different than when you're a woman.
There's hardships about it.
Let me tell you, when my wife is going through something and she's down, I don't have time to be trying to lean on her and get emotional support. I have to be built a certain way to hold her up, to hold the family up. I'm built differently. I'm more structured, more precise, more, you know, direction. She's more free flowing, more creative, more loving. Like, I'm speaking from a heterosexual lens of building a family, you know? So, that's my initial take.
Yeah, because, like, it's certain moments that I catch myself, the man factor. Like, Kai sometimes be like, Daddy, I don't want to do that. That he's in that phase where I don't want to clean up my toys. Daddy, I don't want to go to school. I'm like, Kai. That's when the man thing kicks in. I'm like, Kai, Daddy do stuff I don't want to do all the time. Yeah. I was like, I don't want to go to work all the time. I want to stay home with you. And he's like, stay home, Daddy. I was like, I can't do that, baby. I gotta be the man. That's what being a man is. I was like, you don't gotta be a man right now, but if you want to be a big boy, if you want to be a big boy, boys clean up their toys because big boys play with toys. This new baby's not a big boy or a big girl. She's not gonna be able to play with toys. If you want to be allowed to play with toys, you have to clean up your toys.
That's right.
If you want to learn, okay, I told Kai, he was like, I don't want to go to school, Daddy. I was like, well, Kai, you learn at school. You want to learn something every day for the rest of your life. Yeah. So we need to go to school, okay? You know, we have to do things that we don't want to do.
We don't want to.
And I'm trying to. And some parents, not all parents are like that. Okay, well, if you don't want to do that, then
can I soften the blow real quick?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I just want to say, and so do women, bro. Women also have to, be trained and move like that. But again, I'm not a woman. Yeah. And I'm okay with that. I'm a man.
But that training for them is gonna come. Like your feelings sometimes your feelings ain't gonna matter, bro. Like when you have your girl and like you said, when she's down,
a ton of times.
Yeah, a ton of times. When she's down, matter. You know, when she's down and stuff has to get done.
Your woman wants that.
Yeah.
They may get upset.
But it's in us,
even having this conversation. But when they're down, they want to be able to land on a pillar.
And they should.
That's solid.
And they should, yeah.
Anyways.
I think we may be thinking about it too deep.
Okay. Think so?
Like, for an example, to answer your question, yes, but it's going to be very minimal things. So, for an example, I'm doing with 7. Stand vertical.
Right.
Look me in my eyes when I'm talking. So it's like little stuff like that. That's training them to to be masculine and to be men. So we're not saying like it's just very small little things. When you walk, stand vertical. When you're talking to somebody, look them in their eyes. So that's something just right now at 2. I'm teaching.
You can teach them,
and as he get older, I'm gonna add and I'm gonna add a little bit more and more. So I think we just overthinking it.
Carrie brought up. I told Carrie about the topic. She brought up boys in the hood, right? Whenever Cuba Gooding Jr. whenever he moved in with his pops, he said, "I'm teaching responsibility, son. So it's your restroom. You clean that toilet, clean that tub." And he just moved from his mama's house. He said, "I gotta clean the tub." I'm like, "Yeah, teach responsibility. You're gonna end up like the boys across the street."
Yeah,
right. One thing my pops always did was when we went to the mall, right? I didn't. If I didn't have no money, he'd give me like $10. Said, "I'm gonna give you $10 because if you ain't got nothing, you're gonna steal something. If I give you $10, you're gonna look for something that's $10 and buy it."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when Carrie brought up that scene, it reminded me because they went to the Doughboy and went to the grocery store and stole something. You know, because they said, we ain't got no money. He said, so? I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you said, it's like very incremental. Like as they get older, adding responsibility. I don't know if y'all seen Jackson 5 and American Dream.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, hey, bro, you'd be surprised. And so, you know, when they was moving that cinder block, why we gotta do this, that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they was mad. But I remember
the voice has me dead.
I remember, bro. But I remember, you know, moving sticks and shit on Saturday morning just because
it has to get done.
Big trash day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I didn't want to do it. Who would want to? It's cold outside December.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I agree. It's like incremental things. But like, I think one thing we miss as American society, right, is I read this in a book. It's I think as a culture for us, I don't know, I feel like we've kind of adopted another culture, right? White culture, American culture. I'd call it American culture.
American culture.
But like Hispanic girls, when they turn 15, they become a woman. I think it's Jewish kids when they become
13, I think
13 or something, they become a man.
Right.
Now they start getting treated like a man, and that's why I asked, when do we transition to start treating our boys as men, because that's what we're missing. Like, and this may be a guess, right? But think about like the Native Americans, bro. I feel like I've read this somewhere, and I could be tripping, but on like your 14th birthday or something, you got to go out in the woods and bring back an animal or whatever that you killed by yourself.
Yeah.
And then that's your ritual to becoming a man.
Right.
Now you're treated like a man. You can move like a man. You can do what you want. You're not a boy no more.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what a lot of people miss. This dude said a lot of niggas ain't evolved since high school.
That's crazy, man. That's
a lot of dudes today are the same people they were in high school.
That's a problem.
Because they haven't evolved into a man.
Yeah.
So that conversation is like a real conversation. Like, when is Jaden like, all right, son, it's time for you to, like, you know, I was editing and I remember you talking about you need to get a job and start paying and doing this. Are you teaching your kids to struggle? Are you showing them to struggle? But, or you could look at it from a different perspective.
Absolutely.
Now am I showing him what it's like to be a man? It's time for you to be a man now.
Yeah.
That's why, and that's why I said an age, because it's like some things. Are you ever, like, for example, marriage? Are you ever, when you ask somebody, am I ready to get married? Are you never? You're never really ready to get married. But once you do it, you have to commit. You know, are you ready to be a man? No, but it's time, bro. It's time. Yeah. You could be 21 and be like, no, I don't think I'm still not ready to be a man. I still want to. I still want to live with you. No, it's time to be a man.
I think it's interesting because I think it's based on what the kid is wanting and how their life is going right now. So, like, if you want to say you want to meet, my mother told me if I want a phone, if I want a car, I have to get a job. Now she was like, I will buy you those things. I will buy you your first phone. I will buy you your first car, but you're gonna have to take care of it and pay the bills. My mother has never paid my phone bill. I've had a phone since 8th grade. So I think it depends on, like, okay, what are you wanting? Even when you're 21, are you 21 and you're in my house and you're like being disrespectful still? Like, do you have a lady? Like, you know, there's things that comes to it. If you want a lady and you want y'all want to do stuff, and you're gonna have to get your own space, my guy. You know, like I will provide for you and I will help you out if you want to save for a house or whatever this is, the case may be. But if your life is moving in a certain direction, you know, then there's gonna come some responsibility. So I think it's important. I think one of the most important things about being a man is, you know, having manners and being responsible. And being dependable, you know, you say you're going to do something, do it. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So I think it just depends on where they're at in life.
And I think that's something we got to uncover. Yeah. And I would like for y'all to give y'all's input. But like I said, I think us as Black people, right? We are descendants of slaves who were slaves for 400 plus years, lost all identity, lost all rituals, lost all traditions. Granted, we've made new ones, but a lot of them been Americanized. You know what I'm saying? So I think, like I said, looking across other cultures, I think we could learn from that. But it's like, it seems like every culture has an age. Hey, it's time for you to be a man.
And that's, and I said this season 1, that's a generational curse when we do that too early when they're not ready. So I can say this, in a moment of transparency, mine probably didn't come until I was like 26.
I think that's normal though.
Yeah, so it's like I graduated high school, went right into college. So that 4 year, you're not really, you don't got no, really going to class.
I feel like until you have a baby.
Legit. That's what I'm like.
That's what depends on what's going on. What you got going on in life is really depends on what's something has to force you to be a man, if that makes sense.
To be honest.
Something has to force you because life is good not having responsibilities, life has to force you to kind of be a man.
But your parents can though.
Your parents can.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Like if you don't pay this water bill, you're not gonna live here.
Right.
Like exactly.
That's a forced
strategy to get someone to move. But right now I'm not really worried about Jaden being a man. Right. I kind of take BJ's strategy of just gradually, incrementally putting in more masculine tendencies and responsibility and just teaching him how to live his life as a citizen. Yeah. But I will say, like, through grade school, I think once you reach middle school, high school age, I will start looking at him like,
teaching him,
hey, if you want something, you have to pay for it. You got to take care of it. If you break it, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm not going to replace it. Like, I will start upping more of like, because once you leave here and you go to college, you're on your own. Like you should be able to take care of yourself, stay safe, stay responsible without having dad or mom right behind you. So I think if we're looking for an age for me, once Jaden's a teenager, 14, 15, I'll start to transition and be a bit more strict and not so like, I got you, daddy's got you, I'm here. But yeah, I don't think I'm just gonna like let him loose and let him fall and know.
And
find himself in trouble, but
that's not to say like they have to work. Like say I do pay kind of like the vow. Say I do pay my kids for not doing chores around the house, but say they play football or they work on the piano. Like say I do pay them for things that's gonna pay them in the future. Right. Like, but me teaching them how to be a man is you have to budget that. Right, you know what I mean? If I send you off to college and I'm giving you an allowance. If you're out of your $100 or $200 a week,
you're hungry.
Now you gotta. This is part of being a man. You gotta figure things out because you irresponsibly spent what I gave. Well, I gave you something. You can earn whatever you want to earn. If anybody gives you something, you have to make that thing work. You know what I mean? So, there's different ways. And we're not saying that they have to be working right now, but whatever I'm providing, there's ways that you can provide for someone and still teach them how to be a man.
And
the
context around that is talk about like his son whenever he want to like, hey, can we go get some shots up for a couple hours? He gets paid for that because essentially that's gonna pay him in the future. Like if he spends time, he gets good grades.
Any skill
that's gonna pay you in the future.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah. Instead of like wash the dishes, that stuff you got to do.
Yeah, you got
to
get
paid to wash the dishes.
Right. And I think so. That's like the incentive part of being a man. Like if you take care of your responsibilities, you stay focused. Good things will happen. But I think another difference between a boy and a man is the consequence.
Yes.
Consequence.
Yes. And that's why I think it's smart to start when they are a boy because the consequence is so much lower. Like, you know what I mean?
Letting them understand like there is a consequence to not being responsible.
Yeah.
Feel me? Because when you're a man, you mess up, bro, you can lose your life, you go to jail, you can lose your house, lose your relationship.
Yeah.
So like we should start at consequences like now. But these minor consequences. And as they get older, it kind of gets stronger. Like my kid's 16, 17, and
get a ticket.
Well, get a ticket or come home with his breath smell like liquor or something. I'm on him. I'm on his head, bro. Yeah. Like, okay, that's how you gonna do my house, treat my house? Okay, you ain't going nowhere. 4 months.
It's something. It's got to be something.
Drunk? You come home drunk?
That's crazy. That's crazy. I can't relate to that.
That's crazy. I'm just saying.
And I've had to go through the same, not the drunk thing, but the same thing. Like, I had my money. I had my little job. Whataburger was paying me like $170 a week. You know, it was cool. Well, I was working at Whataburger. It was my first job.
Time.
$170 a week. Got paid every week. You know, I had my movie.
For real? Damn.
My movie money, you know. But one time I was like, you know what? I just have half of my phone bill, and I think my mom will help me out. She'll help me out with this phone bill. So my phone bill was $68. No, it was $50 back then, and I had like $25. I had $25, and I was like, "Hey, mama, I got $25. I just need the other $25 to pay my bill." And she was like, "Oh, well, what did you do with your money?" And I was like, "I did this, and that." She was like, So if you would have sacrificed, you know, going to Qdoba twice or Chick-fil-A, you would have your money right now, right? And I was like, yeah, I have my money. She was like, when you get paid again? I was like, Friday? And she was like, your phone will be on Friday.
You know what I mean?
I had to go a week without my phone, you know? So but it also, you know, wasn't nothing super crazy. But to me, like I said, Khalil and the cookie, to me, I was like, I need my phone. I got my girlfriend, whatever.
Even though she stayed next door?
Yeah, she stayed, you know, well, at the time she moved. So she didn't, I could still walk to her house, but I wasn't trying to do that walk. But yeah, man. So, you know, it's just little things like that. I think the earlier, it's like BJ said, it's just, you know, during time, whatever they got going on. And you kind of put that man, because honestly, some people feel like you're not a man until you're taking care of your family and you're paying your mama's bills. You know what I mean? So everybody's definition of what a man is different. You know, I heard one guy say he didn't become a man until his son passed away and he had to clean his son's body. You know what I mean? So everybody's definition is so dramatic and different, you know what I mean? And what a man actually is. Yeah. And he said he didn't appreciate life until he had to do that. And that's when he really became a man. And that's when everything really started to click and stuff. So he said that when he was like 40.
But that's I don't know. That's where I'm coming from is like, it shouldn't have to take that.
Yeah, it shouldn't have to take that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't think it. I don't think it.
I know what you mean, bro.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
Because you see how he said his life was different after that, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like that might be why we behind in a sense, bro. Because these other kids, bro, when they turn 14 and they go through this and they take pride in, I'm a man now.
Yeah.
I am a man now. Yeah. And their family and their cousins. Think about Khalil when, say, just y'all come up with your own Wilson tradition for coming into manhood, right? Kyle turns 15, boom, he a man. And Khalil's only, 14? But when Khalil turns 15, Kai's like, little bro, you a man now.
Yeah,
you know?
teaching them.
Yeah. Now it's and say all of us did the same thing. Jaden's he the OG of them all, right? And KO Khalil's the youngest.
Yeah.
And you know, like, man, go talk to your cousin. And Jaden like, you a man, you 15, you a man now. You can't be doing that. Yeah. Like, bro, now it's like pride.
I'm telling you, I was gonna say on that point, bro. Y'all's kid, all y'all's kids, bro. Y'all gonna be good. They're gonna be good with Jaden. Yeah. Like if they're going with Jaden somewhere, bro, he's got them, bro. He don't play, bro. He don't play about like babies. You feel me? Younger kids, like he's a protector for real.
That's good.
Like I'm excited for like Raylene, you know, Cam's
future. Yeah.
But when they go with Jade, I'm gonna be proud because Jay is on that, bro. He's gonna keep him right. But to your point, so my dad, bro. There was no like, I'm 13 now. He's going, all right, son. He had to talk with me. Okay, now you're a man. Bro, my dad was treating me like that from a baby all the way through, bro. The same. Yeah. So to his point, like, you got to think. So from 0 to 18, you're a kid. You feel me? Society gives you excuses. You do a crime. You ain't going to go to prison for real. You know, you just get more grace. But from 18 and on, bro.
It's a flip.
The world looks at you like a man.
That's what I'm saying.
And so like you're only a boy for a small portion of your life. So honestly, to John's point, from a man's perspective,
a black man's perspective too,
it really don't. You can start whenever you're ready, bro. Yeah. Whenever you feel like your son, like he's saying, whenever he's developed into like understanding right, wrong, understanding life.
Yeah.
Like my nephew King, he's 10, bro. He is smart.
Yeah.
It's time.
Time.
When he's with me, I gotta tell a quick story. So he was on his phone, you feel me? Because I was at work and I was noticing like he was on his phone for like an hour straight. And I'm like, hey King, man, I gave him a book, like a little kid's book. It was like 160 pages. I'm like, hey, read. You got 30 minutes. Oh, my bad. You got 30 minutes. I want you to read for 30 minutes. Bro, I'm like 15 minutes. You gonna say, done? Like that.
You said I do it.
My G gonna say, done. And I'm on my computer. I'm like, what? He's like, just finished it. And so I'm like, can you come here, man?
What's it about?
And I was like, what was the last page you read? And he flipped all the way to the end of the book. It's like, right there. I finished it. I'm like, King, why are you lying to me, man? That's why I said, I'm like, bro, why are you lying? Why? You're not lying to me. Yeah. I'm not lying to you. I finished it. I'm like, King, I'm going to ask you one more time. I'm looking him in his eyes, but I'm going to ask you one more time. Did you finish this book? Yes. Yes, I finished the book. I'm like, bro, get out my face. I was mad, bro.
You gonna lie again
3 times? He don't respect me.
Yeah.
So, bro, I just, he was just sitting there, bro, on the couch. I was mad, bro. I wanted to talk about it. But he's not my son.
Yeah.
So I'm like, get in the car, man. We want to go pick up Jaden.
I could imagine Trevor.
Bro, I'm hot. Because my dad would be bad.
Yeah.
But I'm like, King, I already know, man. You didn't read that book, man. And it's okay.
He's still on this book.
He still listens to me, bro. He's back there. But now, like, I'm talking to him. I'm letting him know I know you lied. Mm-hmm. There's no way you can read that dang book. Because in my mind, I'm tripping. I'm like, dang, we might need to get him checked. Like, how did he read that fast? But then I'm like, nah, bro. You lied. And I'm going to let this one slide. But, King, if you lied to me again, you're in trouble with me. Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell you. I already told his mom. I'm going to call your mom and tell you that you lied. That you lied to me. And I can tell him now he's back to crying. He got tears and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, we don't lie. We don't lie. Yeah. As men, we don't lie. Yeah. That's not what we do. Because now I can't trust you.
You're right.
I can't trust anything you say to me. Mm-hmm. And he's back there crying, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then he ended up, when Jay got in the car, I was like, I need an apology. Before Jay got in the car, I need an apology. And we'll be square. He's like, I'm sorry for lying. So, but yeah, that's just an example. Like, if I was treating him like a kid, I'm like, that's all right. Well, you lying, man. You just run around thinking it's okay to lie.
Let's
go, bro.
Yeah. And what's scary is the longer you wait, man, the more the kids, man, these teenagers, man. Ooh. I ain't gonna put that name out there, but I was having a conversation with this person, with this guy, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm a man. So it's funny. And then I was like, "What makes you a man? What makes you think you're a man?" Because at this point, he's like going into his sophomore year. Yeah. I was like, "What makes you a man?" He was like, "Shoot, I'm smacking these hoes and I'll kill a nigga."
Dang.
That's what he said.
He go to the dub.
So no.
Oh my God.
So it's really important for us to, like, as soon as possible, like you said, 10, whatever gap that is where you see that their maturity has arrived or whatever. It's really important because you don't have a lot of time to let this man and responsibility thing go. So
that's real.
Some people are really confused on what really makes a man. There's teenagers out there that think. I mean, I don't know if one of us thought that's what
he'll kill somebody.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like the fact that you'll take a life, you think that makes you a man. So yeah, it's ugly. It's ugly out there.
DJ, you got any closing remarks, brother?
No. It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I just left this
jiu-jitsu. Now that we're men.
I just left this jiu-jitsu thing, and I was like, because this electrician at my job, bro, quiet, bro, don't say nothing. But, I guess we kind of gravitate towards each other, whatever, but I went to the jiu-jitsu place. He go, jiu-jitsu, bro. He a brown belt, one step away from black belt, right? And I said, James, you ever had to use this? And I would consider him a man, bro. He's 50 years old, seen it all, got kids, married, all that. And he said, no, he said, people, maybe it's just, I don't know. Nobody's ever tried me. I think I'm triable, but nobody's ever tried. And he's real calm, bro.
Yeah.
And he said, but, also jiu-jitsu taught me to keep my eyes out and aware to avoid conflict.
Right.
That's a man, right?
That is a man.
I'm not going to put myself even in a predicament to have to kill a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's real.
I got a family. I'm going to avoid this situation.
The more things that you have, the more you realize that conflict is just a waste of your time.
Yeah.
It's just a way, and you're important. You're valuable. People, so.
But mind you, this is somebody, if he was in a conflict, he could handle it. He could defend himself at one of almost the highest level. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy, man.
And so, anyway, we get in our hot topic real quick, bro. Just real quick.
The kids.
Clickbait.
Trev, what's this hot topic for today, brother?
So we have kids.
Okay.
We all listen to hip hop.
We don't got like
more than others.
I got you. We all some more than others. Yeah. I'll say I listen to hip hop. I listen to all hip hop. I'm starting to mature out of some music, like the killing everybody,
praise
taking
God,
drugs,
killing everybody. It's like the King.
Yeah, man. Just, I ride. I ain't gonna lie. When I work out, I still ride to it. Hoop to it. But I'm mature. I'm able to filter things that I don't let that attach to my soul or to my conscience. I just I listen for the music. But I have kids now.
Yeah,
and it's even more. Now I understand why my dad and my mom didn't listen to stuff around us all the time, because they are kids. It does seep in. They don't have that filter. They don't have the ability to understand that this is music, right? So I'm in a battle because I still listen to music, bro. I love music. Drake, Outkast, Ludacris. Jaden loves Ludacris.
Yeah.
Like the rollout.
Luda is so cold.
Yeah, bro. So but he'll tell me he wants to listen. Roll out. I want to listen to Ludacris. Because I just play music all the time. But bro, some of that music is bad, bro. For my little mans, and so
you don't realize it until you're older. You're like, oh my god.
The hot topic, bro, is like secular music, worldly music. I was watching an interview with Sexy Red on the Breakfast Club.
Oh, it was great. I loved it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
It was so funny.
It's so toxic, but
I gotta.
But it was good, bro. Like it kind of showed that, like, bro, she's a character. Like she is a character
in the music industry.
In the music industry. She's an entertainer.
She's trolling. That's literally what she said.
She's trolled up, bro. Like she'd be talking, she'd be saying stuff. So like the music that she makes.
Ain't that the one that say my pussy pink, my booty hole brown?
She said she was in the studio and was like, I thought that was funny.
I thought it was funny. And like a lot, and then like in her interviews when she says things about like how she just having sex with a bunch of guys, like like she said she had sex with Drake, just trolling, because she knows that people attach to that and believe it. But the thing is, these kids, they don't like people had their kids dressing up as Sexy Red for Halloween, little girls, 5, 6 years old.
No,
bro. But I'm saying just because she's a character. But my thing is like, how do we approach that? How do we approach?
I wish the Taylor would.
That as fathers that enjoy hip hop and music, like, do we allow our kids to like listen to that, embrace that?
Let's go fathers with the daughters. Let's go.
Fathers with the daughters.
I had a. He already answered.
Because
YouTube.
Even I want to build on that, bro. Did y'all see that music video? First off, she's pregnant and she don't wear no clothes, and she's at a jail. A fake prison, twerking
for her baby daddy.
It don't even look good, bro. It didn't even look attractive, bro. She is
free my baby daddy.
Free my baby daddy.
Free my baby daddy.
If she was attractive though, would you care?
No, she was like, if Ruby Rose, she's one of the baddest in the game.
Right.
If she
she is.
She was pregnant.
Whew, Jesus.
And
somebody clip him. All right, go ahead.
She was
Jesus. Jesus is crazy. The church lady with Jesus is crazy. That's clips.
Bro. No, and she was doing that, bro. Kai Cenat, one of the funniest dudes on the planet to me, bro. And he did a 7-day stream in the jail. He rented out of jail, gave everybody jumpsuits, and niggas was going there pretending they was in jail. I did not watch that shit.
No. That's crazy.
I'm like, dog.
That's not cool.
It's not good.
But it is cool to us, right?
No.
Culture, not us. Us in the front.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say no, it's not cool.
But like, it's shit like that. Like, nah, bro, I'm not gonna watch that. So KO not gonna see it because I'm not gonna see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Satira, I wish she would tell me she want to be sexy red for Halloween.
So I did have a funny joke when they told us that the baby might come, but first.
Oh, I already know what you had to say.
And I was like, if it's a girl, she gonna get a whooping because she tried to come in this world twerking. But that was a joke.
She was showing ass.
That was a joke. Yeah, entertainment is entertainment. That's what I'm gonna teach my kids, man. Honestly, I don't
keep them from it.
I do listen.
We can't though.
We do listen to because we really can't, and I do listen to gospel and
my mom tried,
I listen to other stuff. I don't just play gospel when the kids are in the car with me. I ain't gonna lie. They have that Spider-Man album from the Spider-Verse. There's no cussing in it. Like, there's no. It's hip hop, but there's no bad. They're rapping about Spider-Man. You know what I mean? So like, we do filter, but I don't think once they get to a certain age, I can't.
Let's just lie to our kids, right? Young Thug, YSL, Young Servant to the Lord.
That's not gonna work.
This is the point. This is the point. Y'all ready?
Uh-oh.
Go ahead.
There we go. I don't know what to do.
The culture we allow is the culture we create.
Okay.
That's the name of this podcast. Maybe not. The culture we allow is the culture we create. Now, so just like 7 likes. Look at me now. I play the clean version.
Yeah, the clean version on everything.
Only like if I am gonna do
You're
that,
not gonna catch the words.
it's gonna be who.
They rapping so fast.
But he turned up when I he be back there.
Kabi rapping.
Like he excited because he never hear words that fast.
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
Yeah, he's just going crazy.
It's brain, bro.
He's like,
so I'm not taking away because here's the reality. 7 is gonna have some sort of musical gene, so he gets excited about music. I'm not gonna limit him just to gospel,
right, and keep him away from
from other. I'm just gonna do the clean versions, and that's really all you gotta do. Just play the clean version,
be okay.
Yeah, my family.
I don't know. Sexy Red, you can't play.
Some songs are bad.
Some songs are bad. Yeah. And one thing my family always liked since we were little babies and kids.
My hitter.
They always said that this is fake. Like it's fun, but this hip hop stuff,
it's like if you watch a scare like a
movie.
They
made sure that we did not glorify.
But it would be fake, bro. It's so real, bro, but it's fake. It is. We know it's fake, right? We see through the illusion. But there's niggas out here living.
Kids don't.
Kids don't.
Kids are out here living these lives, bro.
Man, that's crazy, man. It's sad. I think our music is taking a turn.
Because picture this, Eli. You are a great father. Jaws is a great mother.
Good job, Eli.
You feel me? Mm-hmm. And then you look up and your son sagging a do-rag trying to go out on the block because of the music. Yeah. What I'm saying is the music will conflict with what you're saying.
You're right.
They may say, man, I hear this from my dad all the time. This is cooler. I'm going this route.
Right.
That's possible.
It's not the music, though. It's them.
It's the music, bro.
No, it's not, bro.
It is
okay,
the music,
look,
bro.
it's not. Okay, for an example, look at me. I listened to all that. All of it. Every bit of it. In high school, all that. Nothing about me portrayed the music I was listening to.
Debunk you.
So that is something with me. And so that's leadership.
I agree.
Let's teach our sons how to, regardless of what's going on or what I'm listening to, you stay you. You shouldn't be able to listen to a song and be influenced to go on the block.
But I'm telling
so it's not the music.
But I'm telling you guys, listen, it was me. I was that kid.
Yes, you.
I'm saying I was that kid.
Big T. Kid crazy.
Exactly.
You was going through identity crisis.
Exactly.
Yeah, you didn't know who you were. And then later in life, as a man, now you're Trevo. You've been Trevo.
I agree, but I had to go through that as a kid because, wow, that was pouring into me. 50 Cent, 8-Ball, MJ.
Yeah, you were never bad. You were never bad. You didn't sag and stuff like that.
If my father was not, if he was just a hair softer on us.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I would have ended up on the block with. That was my guy, bro.
You say name.
Dropping
I'm just saying, that was my guy, bro.
Cut that name out.
I'm just saying.
But it is. I hear you. It's both
easy.
though.
When you're a kid, it's so easy to be like, man, this is so cool.
Because you don't know what's real. That's true. That's true. But you can influence your family to where they can
straight up. Man, he didn't do nothing. This is a healthy guy. He didn't do anything. That's my cousin. I'm just saying, like, I see him at church. We kicked it.
Yeah. But you seen the difference. You seen the difference. But that's why we do have to be present fathers and be the fathers that we say we try to be.
I love you. That's what I'm trying to explain. Like the music it can impact.
Hey, bro,
does make an impact though.
I will say this, right?
That's funny.
We talked about this just, with Landon. It's the foundation.
Yeah.
It is the foundation. But you also can't ignore 2 kids with the same parents, same house, and them going different routes. It's a thing that happens, bro. And so there's no telling who influences or like BJ said at the beginning of this pod, bro. Other people's vision can destroy yours.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
So like, say BJ, bro, say you was one of my closest friends or you're my closest friend in high school, and BJ like, hey, bro, today at lunch, let's go over here. Boom. And we do something raunchy, crazy, like, you know what I'm saying? We go rob a store or something.
Yeah.
And we both like, dang, that thrill was fun as hell. I ain't never had that much fun in my life. And then, you know, try it again.
Yeah. Well, and then you're listening to people telling you to do that.
You know, how else would you?
Young boy making you feel good about it.
Oh, man.
Feel the legs dropping. Y'all.
Or just like that girl told you to get her some Newports.
DJ, don't bring that up.
Wait a second. Clip that out too. No, we're not clipping that out.
She was a transfer, but it's time to go.
It's time to shut it down.
It's time to go, guys. We over here snitching. What's going on today, man?
Where can they find it?
That was you can find us.
Oh, no, wait.
No, cut it out.
Started saying
where can we find us, bro? Trev, where can they find us?
We have to use all code names.
That was not
names coded.
This episode is for entertainment purposes only.
Just cut the names. You're so good at your editing skills. Actually, Santiago, shout out to Possibility Studio, man.
We're here right now at Possibility Studio.
Santiago on the boards, getting it nice and cut up. He's having to deal with us today. Let's just take them names out, brother. Here at YouTube, be sure to subscribe, leave a comment. Of course, anywhere you listen to your podcast, we are now there. Everywhere.
Yes, sir.
Put somebody on.
There we go. Eli, how can I get in contact with us?
clearvisionpod@gmail.com.
You ain't got to drop your name either.
Ain't got to drop your name. Yeah, we can do anonymous, man. You're good. So ain't got to do no name dropping. clearvisionpod@gmail.com. Let us know how you feeling, what you thinking, how you feel about us. Show us some love. Show us some hate. Facts. Show us some hate, man. Whatever it is, man. And also, you can hit us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you find us. So hit us up, man. Tap in.
BJ, how can they support us, brother?
Man, $ Clear Vision Pod. Let me say this. I want to talk to the men.
God, I missed this so bad.
I want to talk to the men real quick.
You miss again.
I probably will. $ Clear Vision Pod. If you are raising a man, plant a seed for that man.
I might
$ Clear Vision Pod.
Women and men.
Yeah, that's what I said. You're right.
Yeah.
So if you're raising,
that's another thing.
If you're raising a young boy to be a man,
a woman raising
plant
a man.
that seed.
Mm-hmm. Whenever we get all the queens on, bro, I'm gonna ask them about that, especially Carrie. Maybe, about. Is it her responsibility to raise a woman?
No, it's not just hers.
It's not just hers, but there's some things I can't teach a girl.
Yeah, that's what you got here for.
You teach her who a man is.
Ooh, bro, I got a bar. Look, hold on. That's bro. I have a bar, Miss Vincent. I said, listen, I got a bar. You ready? I want you to raise my daughter to be like you. I want you to help me raise my son to be the truth.
Okay. Also, not over yet. Make sure y'all follow us on Clear Vision Pod.
Thanks for tuning in.
And like Trev said, man, thank y'all for tuning in. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Again, this show's for purely entertainment purposes only. These names and these actions were not just in general, you know. Yeah. This is not eligible to be used in a court of law, I guess.
Wow. I didn't say that.
I don't know if I said that right or not.
I hope so.
That's it. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Wow, bro.
This has its own magic.